Hello parents, this is Mr. Jaquette with a brief video about using timers to help students complete preferred activities. So using timers with students, why should I use a timer with my child? Well, first of all, some students have difficulty regulating themselves and keeping track of time when they're doing work at home. And timers help chunk non-preferred tasks into short time segments that are more manageable. For instance, if a student does not like math or writing or some other content area, it is sometimes daunting to have to complete the entire task. So the timer helps break it up into short, more manageable time segments that students feel like they can accomplish more easily. Timers can also provide motivations for students so they can try to beat the clock in a sense and almost turn it into a game. And some students respond better to an object that is setting boundaries rather than an adult telling them what to do. With oppositional and defiant students, the timer shifts the focus away from you as the parent telling them what to do by blaming the timer. For example, instead of you as the parent telling them what to do, you can say, "The timer says you have just a few minutes left to work." So when should I use a timer? Often when a student has difficulty staying on task, a timer can be very helpful. When a student has low motivation, or if it's a type of task or a content area that they really don't like to work on. And when a student frequently fails to complete work on time, even though you know they are capable of doing it, a timer can be very helpful. When a student is reluctant to follow verbal directives, warnings, signals, and indicators. And when a student responds poorly to verbally being told what to do. It helps you eliminate that battle between you and your child. Most of us have a smartphone, so obviously those come pre-installed with timers that can be used for your child. In a school setting, we also recommend using basic digital kitchen timers. These can be purchased at places like Target or even the 99-cent store or Dollar Tree. And these are useful because the student can then watch as the time slowly ticks down. So how to use the timer? First, tell the student that they need to work for a set amount of time indicated on the timer before they can have a break or before they can work on a more preferred activity. Provide an incentive such as a break or a preferred activity if they can stay on task for the amount of time that you set on that timer. And as this starts to work, you can slowly increase the amount of time for on-task behavior. For example, you might start with just 5 minutes of on-task behavior on the timer and then slowly increase it to 8 minutes and 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and so on as you build up their working stamina. So these are some great ways that you can use timers with your child while they're working at home. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.